guys. Hi, so my name's Sian, and as I'm sure you can tell from my comfortable shoes, quirky quiff and button-down collar, I am a huge fan of the Great British Bake Off. Thank you, good night. No, people do tell me that I remind them of Sue Perkins. I don't know what it is. Like we've both got short hair. Yeah, we've both got glasses. Yeah, we both prefer cake to cock. That's about it, really. You know, similarity starts and ends there. So they've passed a law now. You've got to have an LGBT comedian at every comedy night. So I'm it. Sorry. We've added more letters. An LGBTQI comedian. None of us know what those letters stand for, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with Stephen Fry and Sandy Toksvig. Some people call it LGBTQI+. They're just watching on Deja Vu. I'll tell you one of the best things about being a lesbian called Sian is that I've already got a great name for my autobiography. Memoirs of a Gay Sian. That'll be coming out in stages, much like myself. Chapter 1 will concentrate on my difficult teenage and childhood years. I'll call that Teenage Mutant Ninja Lesbians. Chapter 2, I'm not gay, I just play women's rugby. Chapter 3, I'm not gay, I just sleep at women's rugby players. Chapter 4 will be full of bad haircuts and poor life choices and a lot of feelings of shame, embarrassment and regret. Of course, I'll be calling this the Pride years. There'll be a small spin-off book somewhere in the middle detailing a very brief period in my life when I dabbled with handbags and cock. More of a pamphlet, if I'm honest. I mean, I certainly wouldn't waste your money on it. I mean, maybe wait for the box set to come out. I wish I had. But as well as writing my autobiography, I also like to read. I read quite a lot. I read the newspapers. I saw an article the other day in The Guardian online. It had the headline, "Am I Middle Class?" Underneath it just said, if you're reading The Guardian and asking yourself that question, of course you are, you fucking quilt. But I don't think it's that simple, because I've read articles in the Mail online. And that doesn't make me a racist pensioner. Sorry, have we got some in? Nan? Oh, no, my problem with class, I'm working class, but I just find myself doing twattish middle class things all the time. Like, I went into Greg's the other day, and there's nothing wrong with that. I came out with a falafel salad. I don't even know why. I enjoyed it though. But yeah, I just found myself doing these twattish middle class things because like I'm proper working class. Like I grew up in Liverpool in the 1980s and we were all working class. There was no jobs, there was no money, we all hated the government. My whole family, my nan, my mum, my Auntie Anne, Auntie Pat, Auntie Jeannie, Auntie Lorraine, they were all anti-Thatcher, anti-apartheid and wearing anti-perspirant deodorant. Now, they're all addicted to antidepressants, covered in anti-aging lotions, and spend their time in places like this eating platters of antipasti. And that's social mobility for you. It's an anticlimax. A bit like that joke. But I find myself questioning now every time I go to do something. Is it a working class thing? Is it a middle class thing? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, like, I wanted to get a pet. And I was like, what kind of pet can I get? What's a working class pet? And I thought, I get a dog. Get like a rescue dog. Had a hard life, you know, been through some stuff. That's quite working class, isn't it? Yeah. So I got a dog. Called him Eddie. Good working class name. He prefers Edward. And he's lovely, our Edward. He's a literature cross, actually. He's cross with whatever it is that makes your insurance cheaper. And because he's a rescue dog, he's got a lot going on. Like, he's been through some stuff. So he's got PTSD. He's got separation anxiety. And the only place he'll sit is somewhere on the autistic spectrum. So the upshot of all this is I can't leave him on his own for very long. So I'm currently spending £20 a day of my working class wages to send my dog to doggy daycare. This is actually the second daycare that he's been to. He got expelled from the first one for fighting. Get in, son. He had a fight with a beagle called Hugo, who wears a fucking cravat. I've never been more proud. I got called in the office, there was a big hoo-ha, he got sent home, all of this, and I thought, what am I going to do? I thought, well, what would my mum have done if I'd have been expelled for fighting? She'd have probably grounded me. Probably not going to work, is it? That's it, Eddie, you've been a very naughty boy, you're not going out for a week. Don't give a fuck, mate, I'll just shit all over your house. So no, I didn't ground him, it's not going to work. I sat him down, I spoke to him about the consequences of his actions, and then I moved him schools to one with smaller class sizes and more inclusive policies. And I've told him if he does it again, I'm going to have to give up work and homeschool him. But it's all right, because I've got this really good gluten-free falafel recipe that I want to work on, so it'll be fine. You might have noticed I've come tonight dressed as a 14-year-old boy. It's all right. It's the God's honest truth, because I got this shirt from Zara, boys wear, aged 13 to 14 years. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I recently got out of a long-term relationship, and I thought, I want to update my look. Let me tell you, nothing says single and desperate quite like the wardrobe of a 14-year-old boy. There's also no greater boost to your confidence than finding out you've got the same size tits as a 14-year-old boy. Yeah, the struggle is real. It is just me tops that are getting kids wear. I don't get my trousers from there. I can't fit in them. My dick's too big. It's also detachable, and I keep it in a box under my bed. Oh, dear. Anyway, I'll tell you the worst thing about being gay in 2017, and it's not that. The worst thing about being gay in 2017, nobody fucking cares anymore. I only did it to be controversial. Now I'm fucking stuck with it. No, people could care less, they're not bothered. It was a different story 15 years ago when I told my mum I was gay. She said, "It's like you're telling me you've killed somebody." I know, harsh, yeah. She said, "I'll never understand it, but I will pray for you." She opened up her Bible, she got out one of them little prayer cards, she gave it to me. It said, "Go to hell." Go directly to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. I said, "Mum, I can see you're upset, and I understand you must be disappointed, but please don't try and monopolise the situation." Ladies and gentlemen, you've been absolutely lovely. My name's Sian Davies. Thank you very much. Good night.